Hey guys, we are going to go to Bricks Cascade today, and so this will be my first vlog I've ever done, so pretty excited about that. Hopefully everything goes well. I have to drive 2 hours to go to this convention, so pretty excited. I'll update you guys later down the road. There's the convention center. We're here. It's got a little walk and then we'll be in. It's in the towers back there. Can't wait.
Next year, they're He doesn't have to have cans if he doesn't want to, I suppose.
Well, they're getting dry.
They're getting dry cans.
That's right.
I want to let you know there's only 15 minutes left in the meet and greet for the LEGO Masters TV contestants.
It's a big plate, yeah. It's just like a mosaic. Right.
Got it.
It's one of the big flat plates.
Okay,
It's in the program.
That's so cool. You turned the Razor Crest into history. Is that the collection? Is that the collector's edition one?
I followed the instructions.
Okay.
built this monorail for I know, look at the towers over here.
Very cool. Oh, I want to see that costume.
It does look like Duplo Castle.
So this is like, there's two bad guys.
It's the two towers, so I have the tower of Martin and Eisenberg. Yeah, much easier to just do all black.
They have like nurture. Like keep on.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, could one or two of you cover accommodations? Like, what's the living like while you're doing the show? And what kind of food situations? Does anyone have weird diets or anything that they had to accommodate?
Briefly, they put us all up in a hotel together.
Separate rooms.
We're really friendly. And then they had a series of minivans that would take us from there to the studio property each day.
At least on my season, the two brothers from Canada, they were vegan, so they did accommodate the diets for them. And honestly, the food was pretty good. I have no complaints.
Actually, the craft services was excellent, in my opinion. The things that we really appreciated and respected was that, it came like wardrobe even, they never tried to push my wife to wear something that she was not comfortable with. Does that make sense? I know. And maybe they learned from previous seasons, but like she said, I don't really like the way, and they were like, done. Like there was no question asked, like it was, we were very impressed actually. Food-wise, my wife's vegetarian, and so they were just super accommodating in any way that we needed them to be, and had a great experience with that.
He would be here for the rest of the day.
That's really cool. The juggler.
If you have any questions or need a hint on the scavenger hunt, I can give hints.
It's like
Yeah.
what are we trying to find?
Good afternoon,
There's
everyone.
a-
We
there's a
have
list.
an awesome time here at Bricks in the Brick. That's going to be happening at 1:15 now. 1:15 over in room 105, which is when you exit this main hall and go straight across the way. You'll find a smaller room, 105, 106. Again, we're having a special presentation called Creativity in the Brick, 5:15, the room 105.
Yeah, the big plate.
So this is actually a 3-year-old rock that's been in like 8 shows. So it's kind of shown its sag a little bit, a little bit of age.
Kind of like a bookshelf.
Yeah, it's definitely, this is the last show I'm going to show it.
Okay.
This is in Denmark. So,
In Denmark?
Yeah, so I shipped it to Denmark and it got mailed back to me. So,
Why did you have to ship it?
why?
For a show?
So every year, 15 people from around the world are chosen in the Lego house to be in the masterpiece gallery.
Hey guys, I'm back from Brick Cascade and it was a ton of fun. I think my favorite mock there was the Jurassic Park. It was amazing. It had the volcano and steam coming out of it and the trains and the dinosaurs, and it was huge. It was probably my favorite build there. Next was probably the Lord of the Rings and the castle stuff. They had a lot of cool castle stuff there. It was super cool. So it was a ton of fun to see. And then I found it really interesting. I'd never seen it before. They had like plants that were incorporated with Lego. And so they had a plant that was a certain size, and then they built the Lego around it, and then the plant got a little bit bigger, and then they like incorporated the branches and the leaves and stuff into the build. There was like a fairy one and a Star Wars one, and I had never seen anything like that before, and so I thought that was really creative and artistic and incorporated plants and Lego together. And I went to school and was a horticulture major, so for me that was pretty exciting to see that. I'd never seen anything like that before, so it was pretty cool. A ton of stuff to look at. There was a ton of Lego for sale. I actually picked up a couple of sets back here. I got the Dark Side Mindstorm set, which I had seen in, you know, these Lego encyclopedias, but I'd never seen the set before. So I was like, that's super cool. I wonder how much they want for it. They only wanted like $80 for it, and it was used, but all the parts were there, all the instructions were there, everything was in really good condition. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that. And then I picked up this Studio Series set because I have the original Steven Spielberg Studio Series set that comes with the camera, and so it also comes with a backdrop, and I wanted this one because it comes with a backdrop that turns and it looks like the helicopter's flying or the car's driving, and I think it's really cool, and it allows you to make really cool videos. And so I really wanted to get it, but I wanted to get it new because a lot of times the backdrop gets damaged from, you know, kids playing with it or it being used a lot, and so I wanted to get a sealed one so it wasn't damaged. And this one I found sealed, I think for like $160, $170, which really wasn't too bad. And so I was really excited to pick that up and bring it home. And then I got some of the Batman figures. I'm a huge Lego Batman fan. I just mainly focus on Star Wars, but I've always wanted the original figures from the 2006-2007 release of Batman Lego, and so I've always wanted them, and they had them there, and so I didn't get all of them. I got a handful of them. They had a couple of sets there. One was sealed from the original Batman release, and I didn't get it because it was like $900, but who knows, eventually I might pick up some of the sets because I really like them and they're super cool, and there's a lot of nostalgia there. And so anyways, but I'm pretty happy with the few sets I got, the experience I had. It was a ton of fun. They had people there from Lego Masters, the TV show, and were interviewing them, and they were talking and giving out all kinds of cool information. So it was really fun. I was there, I got to meet Cody from the Bearded Builder Guild, and that was super cool. I had been on a couple live streams with him and a part of a charity stream, and so it was really fun to get to meet him in person. He's a super nice guy. It was super cool to get to meet him, so we got to take a picture together, and it's just always fun meeting people in the Lego space, and you know, people I've met online and seen around for a while, and finally get to meet them in person. So that was pretty cool. When I was there, also Beyond the Brick TV was there. They were filming and making content, and so it was super cool to see them there. I've followed them for like, I don't know, like 10 years or something like that, and so I got to see them. I got to meet Joshua and take a picture with him, and super cool guy. So it's just so weird to meet people in person after you followed them online for so long. It's exciting, and it makes me nervous, but they're usually pretty cool about it. So it was a fun experience for sure. So yeah, it was my first vlog I've ever done, my first Lego convention I've ever been to, and I had a lot of fun. And I wanted to talk while I was filming, but I kind of decided not to because there's so many people and so much going on. I was gonna be like yelling into my camera while filming, while people are staring at me, and so I just decided not to do that, and I just took the best video I could, and I thought about voicing over it, but I don't know. I really wanted you guys to experience it like you're seeing it for the first time, and so you have your reaction to it, and then, you know, I kind of recap here at the end. But there was just so much great stuff there. It would have been a lot for me to, you know, talk about it and incorporate it all, and decided to kind of just recap at the end. But let me know down in the comments what I could do better in my vlog. Don't forget to leave a like and a follow, and I will see you guys in the next one. Brick World Chicago's coming up. I think it's like 2 weeks away, so we'll see you then. See you guys.